get a round of applause for yourselves?
Right, good evening, everyone. Thanks for coming. This is such a big event for us. I think, first of all, I just want to congratulate everyone that, finally, that we have arrived at a location that we can truly call that we have our own brand and identity. No longer working under the shadows of others. Oh, there's the photos now, we got all started. And big thank you to all of you for your immense effort and patience in making this office move such a smooth one. And also, as you guys are probably aware that given the size and scale of this move and the complexity involved, I think all of us have done a pretty good job. Just give you guys a big round of applause. And I also want to mention special thanks to all those involved in the project. The GTS guys have done a lot of hard work in making sure all the network connectivity are working. They all come in on the weekend and making sure that before you guys move, things are working for SBAU, right? And also to HR, finance, admin team, I think they have put in a lot of hard work in making this project work. And also not to mention our project partners, the Quill ID and construction team. Thank you very much. Thank you for the flexibility and accommodation. And also to the CBRE project managers, and also the Quill building management, and they have been very accommodative to us, and making sure this is such a successful project delivery. Kudos to you guys. And again, I would like to stress that we all understand as we move into a new office environment, there will always be room for us to improve. We appreciate all the feedback, constructive feedback that we've received so far. We're still working through the resolution and rectification with our partners. Please be patient with us and continue to flow your feedbacks to us through Azlin and the team. And we assure you we will address each and every one of them adequately and appropriately. If in any way we are not able to address them, we will explain to you as to why. Okay, now we have put in the hardware, the office, the tables, the chairs, the aircon, everything. Now it's time for us to really work on the software, not the IT sense software. I'm talking about software. We're talking about the Heart of Experience program, the people engagement activities, and the people development program, which the detail I leave it to our wonderful Nadia to give you guys more insights as we move forward. All right, and also we have all the KL leadership leaders here. They will be sharing with you guys their stories and their views, of the beginning, now, and then. And I just want to cut this short. In closing my welcome note, I just want to share this quote. Coming together is the beginning. Keeping together is progress, and working together will give us success. With this, I'll hand it over to LP. With this, I'll hand it over to LP, our APAC Regional Chief Information Officer, and also our Malaysia country leader. Thank you.
Good evening. Hi guys. I didn't realize that 480 people looks like this. Do we have 480 people in Malaysia? 450 plus. 450 plus. Well, this is really remarkable. I think for some of you guys who were here about a year ago where we had town hall up at the Cyber Village, right? And Cyber Villa. Cyberville. Right. I remember, someone was asking me a question about, at that time I think I joined Experian probably about 2 months. And my first comment was, when I walked into Experian, I feel as though I walked into an organization, or rather I walked into an environment that seems like 5 different organizations. Right? And I think I remember, through some of the communications that I have a number of you, where I had the privilege to speak with, right? that one of our aspirations is to create a one Experian in Malaysia, right? And I think this cultivates a starting step when that opportunity arises for us to come together as one organization, under one brand, under one single roof. And this is the result. I think it was a great outcome. We are all certainly looking forward to working together, becoming part of one Experian, rather than we are from DA, we're from MS, and even within MS there's EDQ, there's China Mail, and there's so on and so forth, right? So I think there's something that's very important. Now the other thing that I'd like to bring forth, right, is has Experian is what we call a multi-business unit, multi-matrix organization. It is really confusing, right? So part of my role, and I see a lot of smiles because I'm sure all of us can relate to that. I speak to a lot of people very often. Amir, right? Communications. Ask him to look at our website, ask him to explain to us what Experian does, and it will be a real challenge, right? So I think one of the key things, certainly from my perspective, is that despite the so-called global business unit, the GBUs, the GPDs, right? There is this regional overlay, and the regional overlay is in the form of the APAC organization, right? So one of the things that we want to do is to try and bring the regional overlay into the Malaysian organization and into various business units in Malaysia. So and be part of the Asia program as well. So for some of you who are not aware of it, so in the region program we have a number of senior management training program. We have things like the high performance program. That pleased to say that we have got someone here from Malaysia, Janice. She's actually attended our high performance program that was that was actually run in Asia Pacific, right? And on top of that, some of you have heard about the EBN program, the Experian Business Network. That's also for developing managers, right? It's a very so-called popular program that is run globally. We had the first run last year in Asia Pac. Unfortunately, then there wasn't any Malaysian nominees. Okay, we are conducting our second run, and this time we actually had 4 Malaysian managers who have been accepted into the program. So what it means is, in addition to your global towers, in addition to your own business units within those towers, what we are doing right now from an Asia Pac perspective is to look into overlaying that into the organization. And the objective is very simple, right? There are 450 people in Malaysia, right? Think of the talent pool that we can tap on for Experian to grow into the region. Every single one of you, okay, has got the potential. So the question is for us to, how do we capitalize and maximize the opportunities that are available, that are open, to continue to create challenging careers for everyone here. There is no stopping from someone from EDQ to not have a secondment into GTS. Okay, there's no stopping someone from DA jumping across to MS to do some work, right? So keep your eyes and ears open. I think we have got a portal and emails are sent out with regards to vacancies that are available in the organization, right? And keep a lookout for it, and we encourage it. I think the leaders are now, getting a bit edgy because they might be losing their best guys to their colleagues. But hey, they're paid as managers. They've got to figure out how to make that work, right? And I urge you guys to not just think within Malaysia, think beyond Malaysia. Okay. So right now, I'm actually working with one of the leaders to look at a possible, secondment, for a project in Japan. All right. So all these things are possible. So keep your eyes looked up, right? It's not just within your business unit. We are one Experian, and we're so pleased and proud that we can now come together. So again, thank you very much. I think Eddie, it was fantastic effort to have us all come together under one roof. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of the evening. And by the way, for the people who are celebrating Chinese New Year, 恭喜發財. For the rest of you who don't celebrate Chinese New Year, happy holidays, because that's what Malaysia is all about, right? Fun.
I've introduced LP, our regional CIO. Janice, our head of FSSC. Right, Jenny, Nadia, our HR director. Andrew Day, our head of DA delivery. Mike Brannelly, our DA delivery support. Jason, Jason, our DA development director. Chan, our development director for ADQ. Casio, our head of GCS. Chichan, our head of CINT. And Shumin, our head of CCMP.
Wow, okay. I'm beginning to feel part of a 17,000 strong workforce of Experian being now together. Now, I joined Experian back in January 2009. I still vividly remember stepping into the new office in Prima. And I'm not employee number 1. I think I was employee number 40. Because at that time, Experian bought over Telgentra, and I remember that office was still in the Well in KL. So when I joined, it was really the new office. And we grew. I think it was, employee number 40. I think the oldest employee is still here with us. Part of them are still with Michael Brannelly's team, Andrew Day's team, and part of them is with me. I think Wong Yi Wee is probably the oldest employee, still with me. Yeah. True? Right, okay. Yeah, evident, correct. So, so we grew. We grew until about 60 odd by the end of 2009. And then by 2010, we had news that marketing services was coming in. And then at that point in time, I remember Andy Wen was coming to me and said, I need space. Can we accommodate, I think 20-30 of them at the start in Prima. Prima, as you know, is really full at the time. So we had to use the meeting rooms as office rooms until MS found a new office. And MS found a new office in Ericsson. And they grew. Obviously, for a couple of years, we were separated. Logistically, it was a challenge because each time we have all hands. One quarter we're here, one quarter we're there, and it was difficult. But then 2012 came when we had news that, hey, it's time to look for a new building. And here we are today, finally, a new building. But what is important to me is that we are all together in one organization. It begins to feel like I'm really part of Experian. And the amount of talent we have is where I look forward to, because we are software development center and delivery. The amount of knowledge we can share, the amount of knowledge we can share, both in the business world as well as in the development world, will make us advance so much more. And that's what I'm really looking forward as now we are together. So thank you very much, guys. This is something that we look forward to. This is a new chapter. To me, this is a new beginning. Thank you.
Okay. I'm actually not stage fright, but I just feel a bit empty what to say. First of all, I want to clarify, I'm standing here not because I'm old. I'm still as young as you guys. I still have the passions with experience. So I hope that with us all together here in one building, you know what, we can make it happen as one experience. The reason why I would like to share this is, from day one I joined Experian, I still remember 3 years ago when we tried to scratch a paper to get a building for experience. And I can tell you it took us 2.5 years to come up with a great proposal. And now we are here. So I'm very, very happy that finally we get a hub for Experian ourselves. But I do agree with Eddie, the next stage that we need to look forward is the content, okay? If you look into the senior leadership, I'm a bit sad in a way that the women leadership is only me and Nadia. What happened to the rest? Can you just give me some voice? Hello? Now, sorry, I'm not trying to put you guys aside, I'm talking to the women. Do you think that you can make it to another level? Contribute as much as you can, be part of finance community and as well as experience community, right? We spend so much money for this, sorry, because I come from finance background, money is always on top of my head, right? We need to make a ROI, return of investment. Okay? All right, can we do it? Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Janice and Jason. Next up, we have, I'd like to call out Andrew and Michael, just to give a couple of minutes speech on how they see Experian from Matsali's eyes. I hope that doesn't offend.
Not at all, honest. Mike's really prepared for this, he's got notes. My preparation was as he was giving me a call this morning. Yeah, go for it.
Alright, let's go. So I have written some notes because I'm not really good at just coming up with crap to talk about. So let me get this out and then we can discuss. It's hard to believe what I've seen in terms of rapid growth with Experian APAC over the past 15 years. When I joined Experian in 2000 in the Asia Pacific region, we had roughly 40 staff located in Australia and 5 in Hong Kong. I moved to Malaysia in 2006 and was based in Menara with the newly acquired Intelligentra team, which some of you are still with us today. And that really was the start of things to come. At that time, none of us knew that Malaysia would be the country chosen as a location for our next global development centre. From that small office of 10 roughly guys, we've grown to almost 400, I believe it's now over 400, in a short space of 8 years. And it's thanks to you guys that this has all been a fantastic success. The rest of the Experian world, its eyes are on Malaysia now, and looking at opportunity to tap its highly capable resources. And from a delivery support perspective, we've created our regional support hub here in KL, which will service all of APAC in the coming years. This great new office provides us with a professional working space which is comfortable and also supports our future growth plans. This will also see Malaysia thrust into the Experian spotlight even more. So, in closing, I want to thank LP and also Eddie in terms of the move to support decision analytics. Everything has gone incredibly smoothly, and I look forward to the years to come in this office. Thank you.
Good words. You did get some music.
No, I'm fine.
You did some film music in the background. Okay, well, I think there's people milling around at the back waiting for food, as am I. So, for those of you that don't know me, I sit up on floor one. I lead the DA delivery business for Southeast Asia. So we are local market focused. We're delivering the great products that a lot of you guys produce to clients here in Malaysia. We've got projects all around Southeast Asia. And as I know Jeff Price, who is the MD of that business, would like everyone to know, we are part of Asia Pac, who are growing quicker than any other part of the business. We are asked to grow quicker than every other part of the business because there is the potential to, and it's a real strong future for Experian. And in Southeast Asia, we are asked to grow quicker than the rest of APAC. So having the team here, we've got high growth, it's an exciting place to be. We're delivering more projects than ever before. We need more people than ever before, and to go on from LP's comment, we're recruiting, so come. And I think this is a great now new home for us. There was a little panic, I think, a couple of days before we moved, when we sent the team over to stress test everything explicitly with the instruction, try and break things, and I got the message back, the toilets don't work. Well, I just feel for the person that was stress testing it. Anyway, it has been a great, smooth transition, and it's a really nice new home for us, and thank Eddie and the team. And I look forward to continuing to work with all of you lot, and getting to know a lot of faces who have been tucked away in the Ericsson building as far as a lot of us are concerned. So, hello, and I look forward to meeting a lot of you more soon. All right.
Next, we're going to get a little nostalgic. I say a little because it hasn't been that long. We're going to have speeches from Mr. Chan Hon Ling, Lim Shun King Chi Chan, and Tan Ka Seong. They're the heads of their own respective BUs. I'll let them reintroduce themselves again and then go right to the speech. First up, Mr. Chan Hon Ling.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Chan. Unlike the speaker before me, I do have stage fright. And I want you to know that it takes a lot of effort for me to be here because I really is a very shy person, and I really not good at public speaking. And like Michael before me, I do prepare a speech. The segment of my title is Now and Then, alright? And I was thinking now and then, so I guess I should start my speech with a classic Star Wars signature introduction. A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away. Seriously, I started with Experian Malaysia, I guess in April 2010, to be precise, 19th of April 2010. I was essentially employee number 1 for EDQ Malaysia. My first 3 weeks was spent in the Prima 8 office. That's the closest I've been to personally, has been homeless. So, thanks for Jason and Janice for having me. Thank you very much. And I guess I still owe them unpaid rental, right? And I believe Jerry will take care of it. Alright. My next 2 weeks was spent in EDQ London, where I meet up with the motherships, the folks in the mothership, and been inducted. Toward the end of my 2nd week, I was telling my wife how much I miss her and how much I was looking forward to come back, right? But what I didn't tell was that I was actually looking forward to come back to the new office in the Ericsson building. Alright, and we moved to the new Ericsson office on the 19th of May 2010. That's exactly a month after I've joined the office. The Ericsson office then was very cold, very spacious, given that we were located on the ground floor, given that we only have about 5 people or so, right? My team then was Yan Nong. Yan Nong was our software architect. And then we have Jeremy Chin and Kevin Leong, our senior developer. Our neighbors then were Aslin and Surati from Office Admin and HR. And we do have one sole GTS guy called Jeffrey Chin, who spent 50% of his time in Prima 8 and Ericsson building. Alright? Today, we have come a long way. Alright, Yan Nong has architected many software components and products. Jeremy Chin has progressed into a development manager. Kevin Leong has since moved on to CCM, doing great stuff there. And we have a full-fledged GTS team. So I guess I'm very glad to be part of the Experian family, and I do look forward to for you guys. With that, I pass on to me.
Hello guys. Good afternoon. Actually, I'm not prepared while we are doing software as an agile, also prepare this speech as agile. Kind of good excuse. Yep. So, but I think this topic makes me feel kind of old a bit. Since I've been here for 4 years. When I say old means the years in experience. So with this 4 years, I see some changes, and also I see things that never change. Right? Let me elaborate a bit because I'm going to lose my job here. All right, changes. I think among the changes, certainly the biggest one is this new home. So when I came for interview for the first day physically in Experian, I was trying to find where's the office. People told me it's under Ericsson, so going to Ericsson, where exactly is the office? Actually, I couldn't find it. And compared with today, every day I can meet people at every floor. I can see a lot of people, new faces, and now I realize that how big is 400 people about, and you got a feeling that you really working in a global company with 400 people in the building. That is a very big change on the daily position. And what did it never change? It is very anxious now. Yeah, so definitely when we do interview, we meet a lot of candidates, a lot of good people outside, and there's been a consistent feedback I heard from them. Experian is very hard to join. It's so difficult to join, and I want to join, but not everyone has a chance. So you can imagine how well you guys in this company, how differentiate you are from the market. I think this reputation that we have, and things that we shouldn't change. Among all the changes, I think this one we should keep. So yeah, definitely it's a good job for everyone. I believe. So, in summary, I think that I'm very proud as a part of the family. Look at the all 4 years, witness all the changes, good changes and progress. I'm very sure we are going to see more and more success in Malaysia. I believe you guys are part of the family. You are going to see more and more success in KL. Together with you. Thanks.
Okay. Chan from the Consumer Insights. So, like Chan, I also have stage fright. And also it's going to be just a 1 to 2 minutes talk. Anyway, so my history with Consumer Insights is that I joined in late 2013, and it's been basically less than 2 years so far. And then we have been going through a lot of changes. Basically, when I joined, that was a period where we just went through business transformation, and we have rebranded from Hitwise to Consumer Insights, and then we had to do some reintroduction of the business strategy, business vision to the team members, and we had to wrap out the team members from 30 plus to close to 60 people in pretty much like 1 year's time. And at the same time, the challenge was really that the expectation to deliver the project is pretty much an international standard. We need to get the execution right, get the quality right. So there's a lot of challenges and a lot of pressure to the team members, but we pretty much went through all the challenges, and really together with the help of the team members, we put things together and really execute projects after projects. And I think it's worth to mention that we will also be empowered to execute one of the flagship transformation projects in Consumer Insight, which is called Symphony, and we pretty much play a key role in ensuring the success of the business. So I would like to thank of course the facilities management, Eddie, and especially Nadia that just joined, but she's really active in pushing out a lot of initiatives to help to grow our talents here. And last but not least, to thank our team members that stay with us and help us to execute all these challenging projects.
Good afternoon. My name is Kasya. So for those what GCS stands for. Basically, it stands for Global Corporate Systems. It's a unit that is under Global Technology Services, which is the IT arm for Experian Worldwide. We started in June 2013 and with 2 members. And towards the end of that year, 2013, and also the first few months of 2014, we went through a massive ramp up in terms of headcounts. So today we have 45 people composed of GCS and also Oracle application DBA. And we are still growing in the remaining of FY15 as well as going forward in FY16. So with the portfolio that we have right now, we are handling most end-to-end support, project implementations and customizations for Oracle applications that is widely used across worldwide for finance and HR modules. On top of that, also we provide, we also involved in Oracle BI, Hyperion, Sales Insight, billing system called RPM, Informatica. So there's quite a big portfolio of technologies that we're involved in. And if that is an award for office move, maybe GCS might own it, because for the past 1.5 years, I roughly counted we have moved 4 times. But rest assured that those are a good move because we are ramping up, drastically. And thank you, facilities, any teams, to try to accommodate the team, to find a new location for us. And finally we got our new home here. But just a heads up, I think the space that we have is almost filled up right now. might be a 5th time coming back. So, Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you.
Another round of applause for the 4 speakers that we just had. Next up, the always beautiful Nadia Tan.
Hello, nice everyone. I just realized that I'm quite short. Actually, every time LP comes and talks to me, and he stands up, I'm sitting down, I'm standing up, and I say, LP, I feel really, really short, so he's the tallest. Anyway, isn't this wonderful to have everyone? I mean, like today, I actually, I know many of you probably, they say they're shy, but they did very well. And isn't it wonderful to have everyone? I saw the other side of my colleagues today. I have to tell you a story, right? I mean, I came from AirAsia. You all know AirAsia culture is, a little bit more fun, dynamic, and all that. So when I first arrived here in the meeting, I thought everyone was just so serious and quiet, And I was just so careful about what I said and all that. And the funny thing is, in the first month, I was on the 2nd floor with Shumin's team, and some of the ladies, one morning, they came and talked to me, and they said, Nadia, do you know what we talked about you? And I said, what is it? And they said, we think that you still carry the brand of AirAsia. So I didn't know whether to take it as a compliment or not. And so Marianne, one of my team members, says, do you know that some of the guys in Kasyong's team or something, they don't say this, was Nadia a cabin crew before? I was like, I'll take it as a compliment, okay? Anyway, after spending 7 months here, today I thought I'll come in this nice long chunks, but obviously the conference calls have put me and I kind of grew, in the wrong side. But what I want to say is I'm so glad to be here because I feel the 7 months I've seen so much more smile. I'm so happy that we're all put together in one place because I used to be so stressed up to kind of spread my love between Ericsson and first week I was there and then Jason said, Nadia, I don't see you anymore after that. So it's wonderful to be here in one building, one experience. LP always talked about one experience, so I really want everyone to think about about one experience. Think about the 450 people you are. You're not part of 70 people of one BU meet or BU unit or so. And think about the opportunities that you have. So this year we will focus a lot more. I've been talking to some of you. We hear you. We will have a lot more focus on leadership, on development, on career development. Do you know how many people come to my room and they say, Nada, can we move to the US or somewhere else? And then I have a tough conversation with their bosses. Not because the bosses doesn't want them to go, but I guess Malaysians being Malaysians, we want to make sure when we send you across, we send a good package. You know what I mean? So we want to make sure that you are ready and you're well skilled, and you go there, you make the, you take our flight, riding high. The second point I just want to say is about Harm Experience. I think Eddie spoke about it. Harm Experience is not just about charity. I think we do a lot of it, and it's so wonderful because I've never been in a company that's full of passionate people, led by Azlim, our Heart of Experience ambassador, and so many of the other girls and boys. So much passion. But I think Harm Experience, yes, give them a clap. Really. I post a lot of pictures on Facebook, and all my friends say, gosh, you guys do look like you're working. I say, we do. We also have fun. So branding is important, okay? So Harm Experience is really about the way we work. The way we work. Right from the experience we provide to people who walked in here on an interview, even if they don't get a job with us, I want them to walk away saying, wow, that was one fantastic company, and I really want to be in there. And I want to repeat the application. And it's also about how we create magical moments, not just in your P4G lah, okay? It's also about how do you talk to each other, your corridor moments, your meeting moments, your pantry moments. How do we care for each other? How do we connect with each other? Because we spend so long here. We have to like this place, right? So I'll just end with this. I want you all to be part of this team that will create the soul of Experian Malaysia. Thank you.